Hello, and welcome to this Heroes of Blackreach campaign preview. Back in April, I posted a channel update where I mentioned I was writing a campaign for Heroes of Blackreach. Well, I'm very pleased to announce that the first version of that campaign is now available to be downloaded from BoardGameGeek. Before I talk more about the campaign, I just wanted to say that the reason for this video, along with discussing the campaign, is to ask for help in playtesting the scenarios. But more on that later. The campaign is called The Aftermath, and it's all about a group of orcs that manage to survive even after they were hunted down in the final stages of the Battle of Blackreach. So the orcs that survive are led by the biggest orc, and he comes up with a plan to get all of the orcs to leave Blackreach. The campaign is a branched campaign, so there are 15 scenarios in total, but only 8 will be played during the campaign. It depends on the choices that are made by the orc player as the campaign progresses. So to leave Blackreach, the orcs are trying to gather as much loot as they can to build a spaceship. But at the same time, they're trying to disrupt the Ultramarines' communications, sabotage their vehicles, and generally cause chaos to disrupt the Ultramarines from discovering their plan. So for the orc player, there are these two competing goals, collecting loot versus sabotaging, and it's up to the orc player to decide if they want to do more looting, more sabotaging, or try to strike more of a balance. Ultimately, what the orcs do will affect the final scenario, when we see whether or not the orcs can escape the planet. There are also some rescue missions thrown in as well, to rescue orcs that come to the attention of the main group. If you rescue those orcs, then they become available for some future scenarios and the final scenario. I should say that the campaign uses every expansion currently available for Heroes of Blackreach. So that's the core game, both reinforcement boxes, Drop Zone, Cassius and Kregot, Vanguard Veterans and the Freebooters, and the Fortress terrain tile. And I've deliberately tried to use lots of different units and recruitment options to make things more interesting. Unlike the campaign in the core book, in this campaign, the armies for every scenario except the final one are fixed, so there's no army building required until the end. Having set armies was easier for me to ensure a better balance for the scenarios. Having said that, I've not playtested these scenarios, I've merely thought about them, played them out in my head, tried to find issues with them, balance them, etc. So what this campaign really needs now is playtesting and feedback to make it better. As I said at the start, this is where you all have a chance to participate in improving this campaign. What would be fantastic would be to get your feedback on these scenarios, so grab a copy of the campaign, start playing the scenarios and send me any feedback you have about how it went and what ways it could be improved. I'm thinking things like army selection, deployment configurations, scenario objectives, etc. Is it poorly balanced? Is there an obvious way for one side to win? Things like that. I am planning to playtest the campaign myself by running through it on this channel as a series of battle reports. So I'll be able to discuss issues with scenarios as I play them, but your feedback would be great to incorporate as well. And if you play the scenarios faster than I do, then my videos might be able to take advantage of the feedback already received on those later scenarios. If any of you do want to give feedback, then either add a comment on this video or comment on BoardGameGeek under the campaign PDF file. I promise I'll update the campaign if I get any feedback, so hopefully as a community we can make what I hope is a good campaign even better. I've put the download link into the video description, so enjoy the campaign and I look forward to getting your feedback. Thanks for watching and see you soon.